Okay, so the new moon is the last, how do we put this? Okay, so the last moon cycle of the astrological season. So for the next week is kind of like the end of our astrological season. So I'm very curious how that's going to show up. And then right when that cycle kind of hits after this week, then we move right into Aries season and March equinox, which to me is like totally the shift of new earth. Totally the first year of new earth astrological season, where I feel like last year was a lot of breaking down. I think this year we're going to see more new energy flowing, which like Britt and I were talking about it today. I feel like we're already receiving like shifts of energy for like our own personal finances, like just shifts in like things that we've been working towards, and it's almost like we're being gifted in some way. And I know that March 10th was a big day for abundance too. So this is going to start to show up in all areas of our life, not just financially, but yeah, it's just interesting to see how that's unfolding.
Yeah.
So, okay, a little bit on March equinox before I really get into the Pisces new moon. So this is a time to really welcome in the new energies of 2021. In ancient times, this was believed to be a point where the veil between this world and higher realms was thin, and we can choose to hear the wisdom of our ancestors, nature spirits, and our spirit guides, guiding us forward or signaling to us what needs to be done. So I find it interesting because I just brought Bruiser, I don't know if you know this, but I like to use like plant medicine. And I'll use like all herbs, which I think you kind of know a bit. But then I like to use weed, so like cannabis, they call it weed, like, but you know what I mean. So I like that because it connects my heart, and then also I think my mind expands when I use it. And then the other thing I like to use is shrooms. So I actually my husband and I have done them together twice in the past year or two, and I actually just got some today that I'm going to use for the spring equinox. And basically I'm going to make a tea that has that and then specific herbs that I want to connect with. So what will be in there, I already wrote down the blend, but I'm using herbs that help with balance, ones that open the heart, and then the other one with positive mindset. So I'm really curious how that's going to go, but that's kind of going to be my ritual. I'm hoping, as long as he's like down to do it with me. But my ritual for the spring equinox for at home. So I'm really excited. I just wanted to share that because like this connects with the higher realms. Shrooms help you connect with the higher realms. So it's basically like a cleansing of your physical body. So you're more open to receive the energies of the other realms. That's why I was sharing that. And I feel like the first time I did them, I was super connected with the nature spirit. So I'm curious how it'll show up this time. Okay, so this is Aquarian Stargate. This is what this is what this means, because Aquarius is definitely the sign of new earth. So we're considering this the Aquarian Stargate, since this is the first year that we're in new earth, and Aquarius energy was huge the first January, like open, or into February. Like February, that whole month was calling in that Aquarius energy more than we've ever had. So old ways are going to be leaving our experience. So like you were just talking about, Bruiser, with the financial system, hopefully this is, we're going to see how this completely shifts it. Aquarius marks the sign of new earth, and this is the first year. Therefore, this is a high level of a birthing point. Synchronicity ramps up as an abundant form presented linearly and constantly. So you're going to start to see many more, or I mean, we already have, but things are just going to be very synchronistic. And the more we pay attention to them, the more we'll realize our power, and recognizing that we're creating our reality. So those synchronicities help us see that this is intentional. This is for us. We're doing this. So like, for example, if I see the numbers that connects me with you, I know that I'm specifically putting that there for myself. And a lot of things that happens is like, I'll be doing something I don't know, like this is a great example. I was painting Jade's toes blue before, and she was watching TV, and they said blue 3 times while I was painting her nails. And yeah, and that happens to me a lot with different things, like food, especially if I'm cooking. The TV will say the food that I'm making. I'm like, okay, this is very intentional. And that's what I mean by when we're aware of it, we can create our world, like that's being in our power. So we're going to have this opportunity to really step into that right now. And we're leading that, which is kind of cool to see how we're going to be shifting humanity in a big way. Okay, so that's basically the equinox that which we can watch out for next Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I was thinking about maybe doing it Sunday or Monday night for the ritual. Okay, so we have Pisces sun and Pisces new moon right now. So all of 2020, usually on a like normal cycle, the new moon, and I've said this before, starts the month, right? Well, this is ending the season, or I should say starts the season. So the sun season aligns with the new moon. Well, once again, as this last year, we're seeing that how that's shifting. And so the last sign right now, we're also in ending that season with a new moon in that sign. So this is a lot of Pisces energy right now. Basically, when Pisces meets the new moon, magic is in the air. Pisces reminds us of the vastness of the universe and our place within it. This energy teaches us that we are one with everything, and we are made of the same energy as the sun, the moon, and all the stars. We are also one with our dreams, and everything we want is already ours. Every wish, desire, and vision is in the realm of possibility because energetically, we are already living it on some level. So our job is to break down the barriers within us that prevent us from receiving our highest visions. By working with this Pisces new moon, we can feel the infinite flow of our life and energetically align with our dream frequency. So the key to this moon is to just be, allowing inspiration to come from the universe. I feel like there's a lot of people stuck in the doing to get and trying to get ahead, and they're not working with time, they're working against it, where we're learning to find a new way of being. And Pisces season is all about just being and opening our heart and allowing all of it to flow to us. So basically, sorry, where was I at? This moon teaches us that we do not need to do anything. We just merely need to receive guidance from ourselves and the universe. The energy of Pisces, like the ocean, helps to quiet the noise around us, giving way to our inner knowledge. If there ever was a moon to meditate on, this is it. Okay, so this is a really good time for us. So spend some time in meditation and being open to receiving guidance. So that's what we're going to do for meditation tonight. We're literally going to focus on just being open and relaxing into it without trying to make anything happen, or just being in our energy. So Bruiser, I hope this will help you kind of get grounded in it and not be in your mind, right? Okay, so that's what we're going to focus on, the heart again, which you've practiced, right? A few times you've done the do you think you're getting better each time? Have you noticed a difference at all?
I think it just depends. I've been having trouble lately.
Okay.
All together.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see how tonight goes.
Okay, cool. And I know you said you tried to do it in the morning, and the mornings helped a little bit. Well, we're recording this too, so if you need to go back a few times and do it, I'll have it recorded. And I like how, so recently I've been separating the energy update with the meditation, so you could just go right to the meditation. Okay, so okay, I'm trying to see what I want to read to. So we often think our intuition is challenging to recognize, but once you learn to quiet your mind's fluctuations, your intuition shines through so brightly you won't be able to ignore it. Your intuition comes in waves of feelings. It becomes easier to recognize after you become aware of your emotional reactions. When you are in a reactive state, it can be challenging to hear yourself. Spend time calming your nervous system on this new moon through breathing exercises and meditation to shift from a state of reaction to a state of being. If you feel yourself becoming triggered at any time, bring your attention back to the present moment and your breath. Align with Pisces to think of yourself as the ocean. There will be times when waves will rise, but it's always in your power to calm yourself. In a calm state, you can hear your intuition more clearly and receive the information you need for your visions. So this is also a time to daydream, be in your dreams and your the life you want to create, what it is that you really want for yourself. This is a really great time to focus on that. It's helping you make your dreams a reality, but then also recognize any resistance that's keeping you, that's preventing you from making your dreams a reality. So finding your barriers. What do you think is possible and impossible? Why? Where do these labels come from? How far do you allow your imagination to travel? So most of the time we limit ourselves, or there's a sense of unworthiness and undeserving, and we can shame or guilt ourselves, and that kind of keeps it as a barrier. Where instead, if we shift that mindset where no, we are deserving of this, and this does feel aligned with my heart, we start to open that energy up. Okay, so so we have a few other aspects to work with. This new moon is conjunct or next to both Venus and Neptune. So Neptune is the planet of dreams and the ruler of Pisces. Neptune adds a dreamy spin onto this new moon, asking us to embrace our most imaginative visions. This energy inspires us to float away into the void of nothingness, where everything exists. Give yourself plenty of space and time to daydream, get lost in your imagination, and dream up different scenarios of your life. Also use this time to connect with higher states of consciousness through meditation. Can you communicate with your highest self? What would they say to you? And see yourself in different forms, in different realities, and allow yourself to expand the possibility of what you can be in this life. You may even be able to access past lives this moon. So open yourself up to the possibility of communicating with past versions of your energy. These versions may come to you in the form of guides representing your highest self or flashes of memories from another time. Be open to any and all messages this moon, remembering anything you receive is a message from yourself. Now, Venus, the planet of love, and opens our hearts. So it's meant to open our hearts a bit more this new moon. So feel into what you love and find beautiful this moon. Then ask yourself, how can you connect with it? Notice how vibrating in the frequency of love allows you to be more in the present moment. What brings you to this state, and how can you learn about yourself and your capacity to be in a state of love? Make sure your intentions are infused with love and connected to your heart. Allow yourself to truly feel them and your intuition, which resides in the heart. Okay, so that's Venus helping us connect with our hearts, and then Neptune helping us dream a bit more. So I feel like connecting with that higher mind, connecting with our highest self, right? So we have those two excellent alignments right now.